Alright, hello gamers. We are back. Um okay, to recap, we just completed the Crystal Tower. We finished that off. So now it's clean sailing. We are on a journey to Heaven's Word. So we are beginning with was it patch 2.1?
We're in the middle of 2.1.
Yeah.
I think the last thing we did was convince Minfilia to move to
Mordona.
Mordona.
Yeah.
We brought her mom home to her.
There's a lot of stuff to do between here and Heaven's Word. They packed a lot of things between then and the first expansion.
That was back when they didn't have much content, so they just had to put as much as they could as fast as they could into the game.
They have a ton of stuff. This game's got so much stuff to do.
We got a long trip. We got a very long trip.
There's another YouTuber named Cider Spider who is working towards every achievement in the game. And
years journey.
It's going to take upwards of 5 years to get it all. All the achievements.
He'll never get it all. They'll add more faster than he can get it done.
Yeah, the thing is, they add more with every new expansion and update.
Mm-hmm. So he'll never catch up.
He'll never catch up.
He's not even the highest ranking, even at that.
No,
I think he's like at like 200 or 300. I think still.
I think he's risen in the ranks since then.
He's still not gonna be number one for a long time.
No.
So that means there's people out there even crazier than he is that just don't leave the game. It's like they live there.
I think there's like only one person who's ever gotten all the achievements.
Well, I'm assuming somebody's at number one. They would have had to have been doing that literally from day one. That would have had to have been their goal right out the gate, to keep up with it as content comes out.
There's a special mount, and I think Pint met the person. They're on a Japanese server, and they had a special mount that you only get if you get all the achievements. It was either it was that or something else. I think it was all the achievements, but it was a special mount, and I think only like
quite a few at least
people have it. All right.
He's going for 1,000. Now he's going for 1,000 mentor roulette runs.
Yeah,
that's insanity. But the stuff he encounters is hilarious, though.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we're playing it the way we play it, because you never know what you're going to encounter.
Oh, yeah.
We got Dave on here with us, who is
Hello,
the reason
Dave.
we're doing this.
Dave?
Dave?
Say hello.
I'm there. Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. He's the reason we're doing this, because he can't play Final Fantasy anymore. And so we're starting at this point. He's seen all of this, but it's been several years.
It's been a long time.
We're recapping this for him, and then we're going to go through the expansions that he didn't see, which is Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and then we'll be moving on to Dawntrail,
which I haven't even done yet.
My white mage is... I took my white mage right up to the front door. So, I'm ready to go with my white mage. And any other jobs that I level along the way.
I've got some leveling to do. Since this is the character I'm using, this one stops at Stormblood. So when I get into there, I'll have to do it sort of the hard way once I get there.
I like Sage. Let's say one thing, I really like Sage.
You've taken most of the we've picked 5 roles to kind of take with us for varying reasons. Mike's mostly using most of the more newer advanced characters. I'm kind of old school. I've got most of the older. The most newest thing I have is Machinist.
The one I haven't figured out yet is Pictomancer. It's sort of kind of like Black Mage, but sort of kind of not. It's weird. You have to draw.
Traded your wand for a brush, huh?
Yeah, you have to draw these pictures, and these pictures have different effects and different things. All right. Laying the foundation.
Okay, let me get myself here. Yep, that's where it at.
All right.
You ready for it?
Yep.
Okay, starting. Okay, I guess I'm back to reading Minfilia, so I'm fresh out the gate then. It's all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Reverend's Toll, but there is so much to be done and so little time. Our first step would be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Reverend's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. Okay, here's Alpha
You
Nerd.
need not concern yourself with such matters, antecedent.
Really, Alpha Nut, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these.
Indirectly, perhaps. I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Revenant's Toll.
Okay, which one do you want to do?
It is an honor, antecedent. Upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphanod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Know that my associates at Revenant's Toll hold the Scions of the Seventh Dawn in the highest regard. We should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must need be negotiated. If it pleased you, I would do so.
It does.
Madam, unless I am mistaken, you are the one known as Momo, are you not? May I say what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Well, Staffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and then use it to infiltrate a Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Revenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long.
Mm-hmm. Well, well, it would seem your reputation precedes you. Tygra, mayhap I should dispatch you to Reverend's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. We're just chilling in the storage room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Yep.
Ah, Tygra, were you able to get some rest? I would ask that you come with me to the Solar. Alphen has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. Character almost says that side-eyed. Now what? Look to him.
Everybody's here now.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
You're here. Good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded.
And?
Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones.
We're like, yay! A bittersweet victory, if truth be told. I cannot deny that I have come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. You had Thankard, I believe.
From the walking sands to the rising stones. Passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it?
I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged for full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I have decided that time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world.
Are you sure that is wise, antecedent?
If anything, it's mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, let all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for.
To clarify, where the Scions of the Seventh Dawn came from, there was the Circle of Knowing. And what was Menphilia's group? What were they originally called?
Okay, there were two groups. There was the Path of the 12, established by Menphilia. What she was doing is she was researching the Echo even back then.
Yes.
Because certain people were having dreams and visions, and they couldn't figure out what it was from. And they were trying to understand it. The other group is most everybody else in this room.
Yeah.
And they were the Archons, and they were led by Louis Soir.
Yeah, they were the Circle of Knowing.
They were the Circle of Knowing. Yeah, Circle of Knowing. And they came to learn kind of what was going on and figure out what was kind of trying to help Eorzea. Yeah. Plus, they were concerned about all the primals that... well, actually, no, they didn't have primals, that big thing back then. They were... What was their original reason for showing up? Just to help everybody out? I mean, what was the main...
Louis Soir was concerned, I think, about Garlemald, the rise.
He definitely was leading them at the time,
and he knew that they were becoming a threat, and they had to protect Eorzea, because eventually the Garleans would have come for Sharlayan.
Yeah. Well, it was years before that the Garleans attacked Mordona, and that's when the Agrias crashed, and that's when they wound up with Silvertear Lake.
That's why Mordona is all covered in crystals.
Yeah, because of the blast that happened in that.
Yeah. So after the calamity, after the whole thing with Dalamud, these two groups merged together and they became the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Yeah.
And so they help with the problems.
Weren't there trouble with the dragons at that time?
No, they were still hidden. Ishgard was still close to the world because they were busy fighting the dragons at the time.
Yeah,
That
Well,
didn't change until we showed up.
Yeah, that
No,
doesn't
they wouldn't.
change
The
until
Agris fight a dragon at
the
Silver
Agrias
Lake.
flew over. The Agrias flew over Dravania, and then they headed toward. They were originally headed toward Silverter Lake to set up shop there.
I think they were headed there because it was central. They were like set up in the central area, then expand outward.
Yeah.
It made sense in just a tactical thing. What they didn't know is that Silvertier Lake was special in Eorzea and it was guarded by Midgårdsormr. He saw them as a threat and went after them, and all the dragons joined him. And they got caught up into all hell broke loose. And what unfortunately Midgårdsormr kind of screwed up, because he wrapped himself around the Agrias and blew his energy down through it, destroying its engine, and him and the whole ship came doing the one thing that he was guarded not to do, and that was damage Silvertier Lake. The ship crashed nose first straight into it, and it shattered.
Still there.
It's still there. It shattered the barrier that was there, and in all kinds of ether energy just blew outward. And that's what made summoning so much easier from that point on. And in the original video, you can see that event in the original 1.0 trailer.
The Scions helped the Eorzean Alliance with primals because
they do now. Back then, there was no alliance. Yeah. They helped. Louisoix helped bring it together.
Yeah,
it was their only way to deal with what was going on.
Yeah, they formed the free companies. They formed the grand companies, which are basically the militaries for the three nation states of Eorzea to fight Garlemald. And it took all three of them to take on one legion.
Generally, they were competing, but it became a situation of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
So they banded together to survive. If they had not done that, they probably would have been overran.
Yeah.
They were about to be overran had it not been for Louisoix's help and Midgårdsormr kind of causing all kinds of mayhem right there in the center.
Yeah.
So otherwise, if those extraordinary things hadn't happened, they would have all been taken over.
But the Scions are instrumental in helping them deal with primals because those with the echo cannot be tempered.
They hunt people like our character down who have the echo, and it gives us immunity to the. You learn this in the 2.0 storyline. It gives us immunity to their tempering influence. We can't be tempered.
Tempering means that the primal can basically turn you into a servant. It can basically, it's brainwashed.
It bends your energy to their will, and you can never be healed from it.
Yeah.
But we're immune to that, so.
Yeah, we're immune to that. That's why we were able to take on primals. Like
by this point in the story, we'd already fought 3 of them. We fought Ifrit, and we fought Titan, and then we fought Garuda.
We'll be fighting a few more before this is over.
There's going to be more coming. In fact, we have one, not 2. We'll probably be dealing with one more tonight.
Leviathan and Ramu.
Mogomog is going to be the one.
Oh, Mogomog, yeah. That's
oh, God, we're going to have to read Muggles. Oh, my brain was blocking that, and I'm just going to let it keep blocking that, and then just going to go about my thing. Okay.
Muggles. Yes, Muggles. All right.
Well, at least it's not as bad as reading Sylphs.
Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition.
And the people have the right to know who saves them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in so doing I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have failed primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Got no idea. Great. I say no greater than us. I say, great, I say, and no greater than us. And we shall rise to them. And we have time and again united as one. Yay! There must be some way I can. Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flemane to teach me the basics of mining too.
Oh, that starts her on her path.
Oh yeah. That's a long adventure
Poor
in and of itself
Kangaroo.
for her. Okay, we got me still in front of Memphilia here. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
All right.
Okay.
Get ready.
Okay. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphanud. I mean, it was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Settling such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Stafford. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Tygra. All right, road trip.
Yeah. That was the beginning of a quest without the usual accept thing that popped
Did
up.
it not have it?
No.
Huh. That do-doom, whatever?
Yeah.
Huh. Guess they wanted to keep the tone low key, I guess. Well, it's not a quest accepted, it's a you've been voluntold.
Yeah. We're gonna be.
I'm getting the carriage ready.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go. It's a long trip between here and there.
A lot of shit happening here.
Oh, you know what? I made a mistake earlier. I was talking to my mom. I told her I had 2 chookaboos leading. No, we only got 1. It's the game carriage that has 2.
Ah.
In the opening, that has 2 chookaboos.
Yeah.
But this carriage only has 1. But I was right about it floating, though. There's no wheels on it.
All right. Okay.
Keep an eye out for interesting things.
Yep. Never know what we're gonna run into on the road.
Yeah, back on the road.
On the road again. What's that smell? Oh, that's that chicken again.
Chicken. Don't get me to thinking about chicken. Make me want some chicken.
What's that smell? Oh, it's the bird.
Well, the video looks good tonight. Watching it and playing back, it's actually working for a change.
It was going back and forth between red and yellow, but it's solid green now. The bar, it's in full bars. It's doing a lot better than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll take it. As long as it works. Thing is, if we call them and it's working, they'll just look at it and go, "It's fine," and then go on about their business.
I know.
We need it.
We go to get ready to go call them about it, and it starts working. Typical.
Because we need it not working when they check it so they can actually see, oh, yeah, you're right, it's messed up, and then we'll send someone out.
I'm wondering if it's the ping to sparklight.net seems fine. When I ping outside
Because
the network, that's when there's issues. I wonder if it's partially outside their network. If it is, they
well,
can do
that's only
crap
as good
about
as
it.
the rest of the traffic on the internet, though. That can get kind of muddy pretty fast. DDoS attacks and router overloads and all kinds of jibbity juke. So it's hard to know when you get past the gate.
Yeah.
But if it's doing it inside the network, that is a problem, because then we're not even getting onto the main internet and something's wrong, and that is on them.
Yeah. Oh, that dinging noise is from Freed Company chat.
I wonder if you should mute that while we're doing this. They're pretty chatty tonight.
Yeah. Let's see, where is that at?
In character settings, I think it's like the last tab for chat. You could just mute that one channel.
Notices. Oh, notification. Okay. Ah. Yeah. Okay.
About the zone. That way it won't be quite so distracting. In case anybody's wondering why we're taking the long way around and not teleporting, is we decided when we first started this up was that we weren't going to just teleport.
Yeah.
Because you never know, when something interesting happens. Some of our interesting encounters have been just from stuff in the wild, just coming across something crazy. We've ran across battles, we've helped people, we've gotten into trouble, been chased by mobs. We've had all kinds of encounters. So you never know when it's just one of those things. It's just at random, something happens. Are they here?
They're gone.
One of these days we're gonna have to go rescue them again.
We talk about the characters being gone on the bridge. There's a multi-tier fate that happens there.
A fate is what a fate is full-time active event. It's basically where stuff happens in the world.
A lot of MMOs have similar things happen. I think World of Warcraft has something like it.
I think Dune Awakening is starting doing that.
Yeah.
But some of them are just really simple, where it's just a bunch of things just floating around in an area. We'll probably pass through a couple of them as we go through here. We don't usually stop and do them unless we need to. But the small ones are just like a bunch of mobs hanging in an area, and you just clear them out. Then you get ones that have bosses that are a little bit tougher, and then you have the larger fates, which have bigger bosses, more notorious, larger monsters. They can be a lot tougher. You need more people to take them down. There's one in Ishgard, Korthos, that me and Mike actually cannot kill, but just by ourselves. We have to have other people help us. And then you got the big ones, like the ones here. One of them, I don't know of all of them, but the one I know is right here in these woods. This environment will go with gloomy, kind of a dark, very gloomy weather effect, even in midday. And Odin will pop.
The condition is called tension.
Yeah, it's tension, all right. And it's across the entire region. Any one of the zones can have that fate active, but all the zones light up when it does it. And then you find it, you're going to need quite a few people to take him down.
Yep. It's Odin.
And you get special prizes if you defeat it.
Yep.
Sort of a thing.
Well, you can get Odin mantles. and you can turn those in for stuff.
You can get no, the mount you buy. Oddly enough, you do buy the mount, but pieces of armor. I think there's some armor pieces, and there's a couple of other things that go with it. Maybe a weapon. I don't remember all the things you can get with it. I'd have to look.
I've got a cat.
Meow.
Was rubbing on my side, wanting to be held. So
yeah.
We're transporting now. I'm hold her.
Yeah, there's not much to do right now, but enjoy the ride.
Yeah. She gets very insistent.
Unlike a lot of other streams that have been on the internet, we're not in a hurry.
No.
We're going to be at this for a very long time.
With this cat, if she wants to be held, she wants to be held or else.
Mm-hmm. So we're just chill, taking our time.
Yep. There goes the destruction for that region over there. That's caused by Dalamud. And
there used to be zones over there. Those waterfalls, there used to be lakes over there and rivers that were kind of that layout. Yeah. They're gone.
Dalamud and Bahamut.
I generally travel the roads unless they start sending us back and forth too much. And then I might start doing little tiny shortcuts.
You're wanting to be held a lot today.
But we're going to be at this a really long time. It took us three whole sessions to do Crystal Tower, and normally that could be pounded out in an hour. It took us 9 total because we took our time. So we're in it for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine.
I know it's before she decides to go lay down and go to sleep. She wants me to hold her.
Wants to be held. Yeah, she wants to be cuddled. Tygra will do that. Tygra will pester me and... Yeah, it's been a little cooler lately. I think we're finally getting done with all the...
She does not like being cold.
No. Well, there's a funny story to that. Not long after we first got her, she was just a kitten. Dave, you were there when this happened. In fact, Miss Dave's the one that helped us because we had, I think Mike had gotten something out of the icebox, and Dave was sitting there at the kitchen table. I don't know what he was doing. He's doing something on his laptop or something. And what was it you heard, Dave?
I was hearing a cat coming from the sounds from the refrigerator.
He was hearing cat sounds from the refrigerator. So Mike went to go check, and when he had gotten in earlier, cats being cats, she had snuck her way up in there and was straddling a Coke bottle and getting very cold.
Yeah.
And we got her out of there and warmed her up. And after that, she cannot stand the cold.
Yeah.
One day we were concerned because we couldn't find her. We were looking all over the house. We finally found her, and she was my desk, where the computer I had at the time. The fan blew quite hard on that power supply, and she was cuddled up on the floor behind that desk, up underneath where that air was blowing out of the computer, just keeping warm.
Mm-hmm.
She was as warm as can be.
That was warm air coming out of that machine in the back.
That machine ran hot.
She was just out cold.
She was just out cold. She's just all curled up with that warm air blowing on her.
She's got a little shelf thing in the window, and it's got a heating pad on it. And when she lays down on it, it senses her weight, and it gets hotter. To warm her up.
And it gets hot. It gets warm.
Yeah, it gets warm. It stays at room temperature until she lays on it, and it gets slightly warmer, and she goes to sleep.
Yeah. She loves it. She was there earlier. Just sacked out. She's never been an outside cat.
Nope.
I think she's only ever gotten out once. And that actually wasn't that long ago. We were working on the, I think it was when we were working on the air conditioner.
Yeah.
And
she went out onto the back porch.
She got out onto the back porch. That's the most outside she's ever been in her entire life.
Yeah.
Tigger was a found me cat. We found her outside and we brought her in.
We had another cat. Foxy.
We have arrived. Mordona.
And then we had Baby.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story.
I know. All right, Callie. I gotta put you down now. Yeah, I gotta put you down. You good girl. You all nice and toasty now? You all nice and toasty now? You ready to go to bed?
Hope not.
All right.
Okay. Oops.
Stop.
All right. You read this guy.
I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Momo. You have something for me, yes?
Yeah, I've got a little bit right here.
Paperwork. Let's see now.
Yeah.
Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. I jest.
Why not? Half the realm gives us work for
Oh,
20 men.
That was the whole okay.
Ah.
All right.
It's possibly a primal.
Ah. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important woman such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it came complete with a tavern, where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortune to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around.
Is that you, Tygra? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have more urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste.
Is everything quite all right, friend?
I'm way over here to go all the way back.
I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters.
Okay, we'll ride separate mounts. We were just on a leisurely stroll. Now they're like, hurry, get here now.
Yep.
All right, we're taking a shortcut.
Like, help us! Help us!
Help us! Help us!
Help! 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 I'm being repressed!
So they want us to go. They're going to send us all the way back up to Gridania, right?
Of course they are.
Of course. Run us all over the dang kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
If they were going to send us, she could have just said, hey, just head toward Gridania, since you're like right there, instead of coming halfway across the world.
Yeah.
You behind me?
Yep.
But we're taking a more direct route, which unfortunately leads through a castrum.
Yep.
These guys parked themselves right in the middle of the
They
road.
need time for setup.
Smell you later.
They know not to attack us.
Yeah, attack you, and they learn from their mistakes if they live.
Their chances of survival go down very quickly by doing that. Would that be self-delete by Warrior of Light? I can't stand it here anymore! Wait, there's a Warrior of Light! I know how to end this! I'd say, well, you could just make Nero mad, but he quit. I'll try to vary the paths as we go when they start doing this back and forth business. Still not teleport, but find ways of varying our route, so we're not constantly covering the same ground over and over.
Yep.
Still leave the door open for, oh, then that happened, but at the same time, not see the same scenery over and over, especially within the same session. I'll try to avoid that.
Black bush. Oh, stuck on something.
You see, it's taking us nowhere near as long to get back this way as it did to get up there. Helps to know a few paths here and there.
Mm-hmm.
At least before I go and jump off in a hole by accident.
I help. Getting stuck on the terrain.
You with me?
Yep.
Okay, there you are. I forgot this started so soon. This thing that we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't waste any time getting into it. Okay, we're here.
All right, Dr. Rue, what's going on?
A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Alright, let's go help him out.
We're ready then.
Off and filleting out here, keep an eye on things.
Alpha Nerd and Flamin.
Okay, I'm at Menphilia. Let me know when you're ready. I can't see your stream live. Or current. Let me know when you're ready.
Green full bars. Figures. Alright, ready?
Okay. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Okay, here we go. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Tygra. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Mughal squad beyond such follies. Suffice to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Heliox. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Tygra. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Back to Gridania. I'm going to take an airship back. I mean, it's supposedly an emergency, so that's an appropriate way to travel.
Gridania.
I'm going to head into Ul'dah and we'll take an airship to Gridania.
Okay.
Since we're technically in a rush. Because Gridania is going SOS right now.
Mm-hmm.
Save our shite. Save our shite.
It's involving Mughals. They need all the help they can get.
Yeah. You know you can help with Mughals on a good day.
Mughals.
So we're gonna head into Uldam. We'll take an airship. Out of the way, turtle. I was actually talking about the turtle. Lots of turtle soup.
Oh yeah, there's the Hildy quests too.
The what?
Hildebrand.
We have to check our status on those to see if we can do them. Oh, wait a minute. I can't talk to this guy. No, it's this guy. Okay, we want the airship landing. We want to go to Gridania, please. I haven't been to Gridania very much so far. I think you've only been there maybe once during any of this. Yeah, we did because we went there to talk to that one guy when he told us we didn't have any of the sand.
Yeah.
But typically when I'm riding through there, I typically go around the city. I don't usually go through it.
It's almost always raining here when we show up.
Raining a lot. Frequently dark and frequently raining. Just the timing of it all. There you are. Okay.
Wet. You're a wet cat.
Wow. Wow. Always damp. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go.
Yep.
I was wondering if I was going the right way or not. Me getting lost is not uncommon. A pleasure to see you as always, Tygra. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... Ah, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Okay. Quest jump. You ready?
Hail to the king.
Hail to the king, Kupo. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kupo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. All right. Which is this way. this way. Silent Conjurer. The other Scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Yup. Okay, get Rayosena here.
Rayosena.
Pupil
She
Cop.
is a Pajali. They're special people born amongst the Gridanians who have a special connection to nature and the elementals. They have a ridiculous.
They basically keep the peace between humans and the elementals. If that peace wasn't there, you couldn't enter these woods without being murderized.
Yep.
Okay, we're instanced. I don't see you.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
I guess I don't know how much Rayo or they. I don't know how much either of them talk. So who wants to read? You want me to read, Connie? You know what? I'll take Connie. You send it. You take the Moogle.
I gotta read the Moogle.
There's more Moogles.
Moogles. All right. When we get into Heaven's Word, you will find out why we're going. Moogles. All right. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no.
You want to read Rayo or you want me to read both? Because I was going to read Kane.
Okay. Calm yourself, Kupla Cop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outbursts, sister.
Most grateful am I that you have come, Tygra, and upon such short notice. Truly, Rigadania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kubla Kop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem good King Mugomog, the 12th, has returned to Eorzea.
A curious thing to hear, I know. Oh, truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Google mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Mughals served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Mughals. Okay. So good King Mugomog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Mughals should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart, and we couldn't safely fly down, so good King Mugomog the 12th, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Mughals came to this land, Kupo. all of us except good King Mogulmod XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mugglekind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand. That being your reason for contacting us, yes?
I bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again of what the problem was with his returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Mogulmog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. What? You're saying a handful of Muggles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work?
What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought unto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Muggles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their home come what may. I assure you the Muggles Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders. But ever since the return of good King Mogulmog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love. They started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Was verging on a lot, in fact.
Like the Sils who summoned Ramu, you mean?
We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Muggles in a manner similar to that of a primal.
We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he possesses a threat not only to Mugglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Tygra, confront good King Mogulmog and drive him from our midst. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Moogle Squad and their liege lord is concealed by magic wards. Brother Isunion of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. I guess we're heading out. Excuse me.
Yep.
Up we go. This way. This is where all the White Mage quests, or no, Conjurer quests come from.
Yeah.
I guess I can take him. Welcome, Tygra. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Mugomog the 12th is of great comfort to me and to the elementals both. I am sure you know the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary, and inform me when you are ready to seek the king.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, what?
We're ready.
King, oh.
You have selected regicide. Ready?
Yep.
The wards bearing access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The self-same method employed 5 years ago, when the king was summoned in Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kupokop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mughal squad themselves, yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kupokop's keystones. Tygra, pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at the West Shore Pier, and press upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Actually, this is a little bit of information too from Final Fantasy 1.0. Final Fantasy 14 1.0. They actually had King Mugomog in that. That was one of the few primals they did have back then.
Ah.
So they had when they did this one, it was basically redoing one that they had had back then. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, he's up there.
King Mugomog.
The obligatory primal kill at in the patches they did back then.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of still do to some degree.
Were these markets here in... No, they weren't. Or were they?
The cities were they were the same, yet they were different.
Yeah.
I'm not certain. But the way they did markets back then was completely different anyway, so.
Well, I know the market board they didn't do. They had...
It didn't have that at the
where they
time.
had NPCs do the selling.
There were some strange choices in that game.
Yeah.
The market system was one of them. I'm going the wrong way again.
Okay.
Okay.
So, how will you do it, Kuplo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead.
You want to go to Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the lake to Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yeah, we're going. Take us with you. There's lots of Muggles here.
Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo.
Oh.
I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him.
We offered you a choice, and this is how you... Was this the same one? Because that looked like it had a different name.
No, it's a different one.
We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this Mokote? I am never going to be able to tell these guys apart.
Imperials,
These names.
Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo.
Traitor to his king's Muggles. He plots treason against the crown.
Enough, Kupo Cop. Enough. Kupo Cop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Mugglemug XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo.
Those are some big Muggles. That's some big teddy bears.
The king is planning to purge the Twelves Wood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. Ready?
Yeah.
The entrance to Thorn March is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Muggles Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Oh. Hello.
Yeah, this is new. When
What
guarding
entails. Certain duties
Escort
require that you escort an NPC to a designated location while guarding them from enemy attacks. Should you stray too far from the NPC, or they are attacked, they will stop moving.
Did they take the new system and modify it for this?
Yeah, the escort attempt will fail if the NPC is incapacitated. You stray too far from them, or you change areas. In the event of failure, you may return to the starting point and try again. Okay, yep, they...
Looks like they brought the modern system. They refurbished this one with the modern one.
Yeah, from Endwalker.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to cut across here. We might get different ones because we're both doing our own.
Yep.
I don't know how this triggers.
I don't know.
Because we're in a party.
We have to go into the bramble patch here. That was easy.
I got guns, you got lasers. I heard something behind us. Behind us! Oh, no, you don't. Tell you what, you want to get the ones behind us, not get the ones in front of us when that happens?
Yeah.
We'll just plow the road. everything in the forest as we go. No sneaking around corners. Where's that at? Oh, he's way back there. There, you got him. Let's see, is this the right way? Oops. I would say yes. Okay, everyone in front dead. Okay, I see the gate. We're still being pursued by something back here. Missed one.
Oh, okay.
All right, barrier threshold.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to feast the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus. Like when you attune to an Eraserite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Muggles a lesson and send the king back whence he came.
I wonder if Muggles are resistant to tempering.
Maybe.
They're magical creatures. I wonder if they're able to not fully able to resist it, but I wonder if they're... All right. Are you on the job you want to be?
Yeah.
Okay, there's hard and extreme. We have to do hard. I ain't doing extreme. All right, Thorn March hard.
All right.
Now we wait.
Don't mind us, we're just making the local wildlife extinct.
It's less than 5 minutes. These usually go pretty quick. This will probably go pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't expect this to take too long. Here we go. Ready?
Didn't take long at all.
Nope,
No.
that's not too bad.
There we go. Okay. I don't remember this fight at all either.
Just shoot everything. Well, for me, it's shoot everything. Used to heal everything. I think I tanked this one time. How the music speeds up in this. You stay out of the gooey stuff.
Alright.
My character kept time with that.
Nope.
I don't remember if the order matters in this one or not. Can't target them yet. Oops. Sorry. Did I unload on him? I've been saving my shots. Ooh. All right, I'm unloading on this guy. I've been nice long enough.
Oh, I can't move.
That's a tank one. Don't get near it.
Oh, I can't move. I think I'm under a...
He's almost
some-
dead.
Oh, there we go.
They must do the other part with all the others.
I was under some kind of an effect. Okay.
Well, that went well. I've got to see what a Moogle gun looks like now.
Okay. What did I just get?
You got something? I got the coffer.
Oops. You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Mogomog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you, Momo. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Puknapak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rayo at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain.
Sounds like a rapper's name. Puckney Puck. Sounds like a rapper's name.
Names. Alright, what did I get?
Ooh, my inventory.
Morbid Moogle Blade. It is Gladiator Paladin weapon. Okay.
We're going to Camp Tranquil. see, we are in the East Shroud, so we can head south.
Yep.
Assuming I don't get lost in the woods.
Always hard to navigate.
It's a little more tricky than most places.
Yeah.
But we should be able to head mostly south.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no. Don't, please don't start. Please don't start. I haven't done it at all today.
Are we having a pause-worthy event?
No. What? Hold on.
Oh, sneeze fest.
Oh.
You're trying to start new hurricanes.
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
and it doesn't end at just one. Whenever we... Oh. Ah. Reasons I do not understand, we get these massive,
Well, you get them worse than I do, but I get them pretty hardcore sometimes.
these sneeze fests, and when
Sneeze
they
fest.
happen, they're so intense, they take your breath away from you. It's hard to breathe. Sometimes you have like here I had 2. Sometimes I have 4 to 5 in a row. Intense sneezes.
I think I lost you. Hold on. Where
I'm
are
headed
you?
towards Camp Tranquil. I just passed Boscaron.
You must have. Oh, okay, you went that way. I went south. I continued south.
Oh. Okay, you went.
I cut
that
through the
area.
swamp.
Ah,
Yeah, I cut through the swamp.
Okay, I'm here with her.
I guess I'll take Pookie Pock since you got the other 2.
Yeah.
Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mugamog, may his magnificent virtue serve as example to us all, has fallen? All Mugglekind owes you a debt, Kupo, and I sense Rayo's wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Right?
On the
On the properties of
properties
primals.
of primals. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Muggles shall not be forgotten, Momo. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her with a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind.
Go here, go there, go everywhere.
Go back to Gridania. Going all over the place.
ARZ Express, Warrior to Love Light Delivery Service. And ARZ Express is what I call it now.
Warrior of Light commuter service.
Echo Expressways. Echo Express. We bounce all over the place so you don't have to.
I've been glancing over at OBS every so often. It's solid green full bars.
So it's behaving itself tonight.
It's behaving itself tonight. Figure if we go to call them. Or we're talking about calling them, and it fixes itself.
So we just have to keep threatening to call him from here till eternity, and then we're gold. Okay.
We started
Whatever
seriously
works.
looking at alternatives. We seriously looked at Starlink and Verizon Home Internet. You do pay a lot for this service.
Download speeds are good for this region. That's the tricky part. Where we're at, there's not a whole lot of options. Being in the boonies does not equate to good quality of
We
choices.
got a gigabit.
Or close to it.
Yeah.
That's a fly squirrel! Where'd it go?
Oh, the dynamite.
No, it was no. Somebody was riding what looked like the back end of a flying squirrel.
Oh.
It's a squirrel!
Yeah, a yellow and black tail.
Yeah, because it got a yellow and black
Squirrel.
looking tail. Dave got to see that one. That's like squirrel.
Squirrel. Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh. Inexplicable slowdown that happens with this machine. I don't know what it is. Makes everything.
The other
wig out
CNCer is
for a short
expecting you,
time.
sir. May I show you in? Yep. Okay, we're instanced again. Okay, I'm ready at Connie Center. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
You're not even that far behind on the video either. Live stream's not even that far behind.
That's because the connection is really good.
Surprisingly, tonight it is. I'll take it.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
Ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, I was waiting for the text to pop up.
Oh.
Tygra, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Well, there's this thing and that thing and some of that. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal? But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Muggles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even good to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of.
Then mayhap the fault lies in the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, such beings left no corpse, the Aether, which comprised him, instead being scattered to the 4 winds.
According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means...
Scions. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Po. They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts?
Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitations. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Tygra. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Reverend Stoll. We knew we could count on you, my lady.
While ye and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seeds here, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired.
More travel time.
More traveling.
Okay. Well, we got a lot ahead of us.
Where's the exit? Oh, there.
Back up the walkway. Okay, Waking Sands, which means down in... I guess we'll take the airship to Ul'dah. Kind of go back the way we came.
Yeah.
And then we'll ride back down there. Oh, that turn, that first turn is always confusing. Go to Ul'dah. Ul'dah. They still don't really know how summoning works. They're still learning.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really understand the process this early on.
Yeah.
Ruby Road Exchange.
Yep.
Oh, that sounded weird. The spawn despawn of the things was just slightly out of phase.
Yeah, the minions.
You know, I know that dog was following that guy, but at that particular angle and moment, it looked like it was chasing him. Like a guy was running down the street with this little dog after him. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Mine's a little black Hayate.
Just the angle of it just looks so funny. It's like that dog looks like it's about to have lunch. All right, feed my bird. Did I lose you?
No.
There you are. They're gonna watch them. They're gonna send us all the way back to Mordona now. You watch.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, I'm at Minfilia. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, ready?
It's good to see you hale and healthy, Tygra. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mugamog the XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Tygra. The Gifted.
All right. The Gifted. All right.
Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So, as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Reverence Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, as I would have you remain with me until the end, Tygra. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given unto the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant that I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history, and it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him of any tasks remaining undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something, something important.
Hmm. Urianger.
Urianger. Okay, I'm at him. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready?
Thou art ever welcome, Tygra, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaketh a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap you would thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightfully be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he does set down the past. Full many, full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glowereth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadows remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. All right, Shakespeare. Be not offended, Tygra. Thy conduct has ever been beyond reproach, despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories. Thou hast ever been so convinced of has ever been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of. Oh crap! I was like, how do I do an ah? Whence came that cry? The cellar 12 for Finn, the antecedent. Hagrid, you must. Tell me, Louisois, would you have done the same? You want to do Elidibus?
Louis Leveilleur was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
Hello. An Ascian? Here? How?
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent.
But you are not like the others. Your robes.
Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you.
He who. You speak of La Habrea.
La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes.
Then he is still...
Come, I only confirmed that which you already knew. There is no secession, no obliteration, only expulsion.
What are... We're ready when you are, my lady. If there's nothing else... Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Reverend's Toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not see with eyes unclouded.
You know nothing about me. Nothing.
The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did?
There would be no strife between our people, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends.
Wait! Stay where you are! Ah! Again.
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor? I wonder.
I take it there's no need to explain. Save your concern. He did no lasting harm. Whatever his intention, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Asian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Asian, my lady. Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Scions are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and I care not. Find him. Tygra, turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. All right, let's go kick us some Ascian ass. Let's go kick an Ascian.
Ascian.
Let's go kick an Ascian.
Go kick his ass. Where is he at?
Okay, I'm outside. Or zoning out. Okay, where are you? I don't see you yet. Are you still inside?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, there you are. Here we go.
I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon.
It's a trap! These fights won't always go so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be days and we're going to struggle to kill some stuff. Out of the way. Hey! Hold on. Okay.
Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea can endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nonetheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elinibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again.
It did you what it did to me.
Get out of here. Out of the way. I'm riding here.
Make way! Make way!
See me riding, they hating, wanna catch me riding dirty.
Okay, I'm back at Minfilia. Let me know when you're ready.
Alright, you ready?
Thank the gods you've returned. Tygra, after you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon? He was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of what does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portended much, but revealed nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Build on the stone. Final favor. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly concealed misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the greatest single threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Corner, and we're still doing delivery service.
Warrior of Light, speedy delivery.
Echo Express, we bounce back and forth so you don't have to. You ready? I'm at Urianger. Yes,
God damn it.
Echo Express, we bounce back and forth so you don't have to.
All right.
Okay, I'm at Urianger. Okay. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Okay, Warburton's journal. That was her father's name. The legacy of Benfilia's father, who perished in the parade incident of 1562, when a good boo broke free of its magical feathers and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah, contains a wealth of stolen imperial research on the primals, as well as other information which has yet to be deciphered. So that goes back to what we were saying the other day when I dropped a good boo on her mom.
Yeah.
So that's the journal. The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon thine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Tygra, this is Benfilia. Forgive me, but I could not wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the seventh heaven and reverence toll. Tatara will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetherite and reverence toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. You want to do it this one time since we were invited to do so?
Yeah.
We were invited, after all, to do it.
Exit Earth.
Okay.
Go outside.
One of the few times we will teleport. We were asked to, so that's a good excuse. And I think we've traveled every other way I could think of between here and there since then, so I guess it works out. You ready?
All right.
Mordona. Reverence toll. You ready?
Hold on, I gotta find it. All right, Mordona. All right.
3,
Ready.
2, 1, engage. Where are you at? There you are.
Tataru. All right.
Oh, Tygra, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up.
Okay. As I was just telling the restive receptionist here, I am pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours.
And I know where we got the funds. Splendid! From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and as comfortable as home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces.
Most of the men and women you see around here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say that should make it easier for you to go about your business here. And it shouldn't hurt that Momo here has already made something of a name for herself here. Isn't that so, Momo?
Mm-hmm. Well, why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Tygra, I do believe it's time for you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. He says here, welcome to our new home, the Rising Stones. Isn't it lovely? But why are you standing around here talking to me? Everyone's waiting for you inside. Tancred, Lemaine, Coronet, Ustola hiding in the corner, Alpha Nerd sitting over there, Ida, Papalimo, Hooray Boulder, they're all here.
Tancred. As ravishing as ever. For old time's sake, she would. Gods, Momo, don't sneak up on me like that. We bards are an easily startled lot.
You mean caught spying?
Uh-huh.
He's being a creep. Tancred has a lot of development over the years.
Alpha Nerd. Is it not wonderful, Momo? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy the respite. Gestola. Hori Boulder.
Let me know when you're at Manphilia.
Okay. There.
Yeah, Manphilia? Okay. Everyone's coming in the door. Tancred's still checking out all the girls. Well, it's certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today, we declare our independence.
We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, we shall not permit political considerations We should not permit political considerations to influence our decisions.
Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. I've heard her say that so many times I actually knew how to say it. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Tygra. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which that bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian has been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge both. Oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Archer? Or Puce? And which of our allies would then fall silent? I wonder what Archer or Puce is. That's a different one. For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Tygra. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise to meet it as one. Mm-hmm. As my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessings. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Drink. Cryo, where are you? Your intercession was not foretold.
You object?
We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear.
They survived the seventh ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you?
No, it does not.
Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. Still
Yeah.
Okay.
waters. Oh,
That opened a couple of threads that I've yet to see.
Yeah, she said a few things there. I wasn't sure what she was meaning. Let's see, where'd she say it at? Where'd that one line go? There's one line that I was curious about when I read it.
yeah. Alright, still waters.
Hold on. I'm looking for something. Where did that line go? True. Oh, here it is. What could have been next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Ocher or Prus? The Orchard or Prus. That one got me. I didn't know what that meant.
Huse. It's a color.
Oh, okay. I guess she was making fun of the different colors they were wearing.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't quite get what that meant. Okay. Did you start talking to her?
Yeah.
Still waters. Okay. Let me get in there. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scant had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amajon's son's mineral concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of monetary value. If there is ever a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Yastola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. This is very similar to how things started in 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Someone stealing crystals in Thalanin.
Yeah, this room is bigger than the old one.
Oh yeah. It's spacious, just like she said.
Yeah. It's got a fireplace.
Yeah, they got pretty good digs here. Lots of room, lots of space.
You ever fall and sleep in front of a fireplace?
Yes, in fact. Pops had one. Well, it wasn't a fireplace, it was a stove, but we always used it to keep everything warm. It was a wood stove. Old-fashioned wood stove.
I miss sleeping in front of a fireplace. Nice and warm.
Yeah. There you are.
Yep.
Whoops. Wrong way. This is actually the start of 2.2.
Ah.
Yeah, that's where we're at now. That ASEAN scene was the very end of 2.1 patch. So we're in 2.2 now. So we're making progress. 2.1 was actually very small, I think, as a patch.
Yeah.
That was their first one they'd ever done, so they were still learning back then. Knock knock. Oh, guess who's up?
Ah. Yep.
42 seconds! I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to see how much trouble we can get into in the meantime?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, still got to sync. Oh, come on. Get lock on him, please. There we go. That might be possible. If we had more time. And he goes, nope. Coward! He just went, nope. Chicken shit bad guy. He just goes, nope. I was sitting there thinking we might have a chance if he wasn't going to be leaving so soon.
It's usually really hard to beat.
We'll catch him someday. We'll take
Yeah.
him down. I'd be curious because your attacks actually heal me as you do them, right? Some of them do.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to heal and attack at the same time. Would make it
Yeah.
easier for you to take out those ads and still keep me alive.
I have to use cardia on you.
It would help if I was level 60 doing that. I would basically be nearly unkillable. Warriors at 60 are much tougher than the ones at 50. And that's capped at 50.
Yeah.
We'll get him. We'll get him one day. Hey, this is far from our last trip through here.
This is awfully foggy.
Yeah, it is. I guess all that raining just makes all this fog. Just evaporates away in the hot Thalanin sun. I remember where I was headed. I'm not going to actual Vesper Bay. We're headed to Horizon, which is a little different. Haven't been back there in a long time. Even though we ride through there, we rarely stop.
Right. Through it. We don't actually.
Yeah, we ride through it all the time, but we almost rarely ever stop.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get too far. We're almost at 10.
Almost
It's 9:40 something. 9:44. So we're not gonna get too far in this. As we stop at 10.
Yeah.
So. Another 15 minutes and that'll be it for tonight. But 2 days to do 2.1, that's not too bad. I don't think, not all of them will be that way. That this one, 2.1 was a short patch.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's the shortest, but it's a short patch. The others will have content that will probably last a bit longer. Alright, where are we? Okay, there they are. She's hiding out over here.
Yustola.
Ah, Tygra, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the rose, albeit little avail. It would seem the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further details, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufu Lupa. He is of the officer charged with the leading of the investigation. I would only be representing that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it would not elude yours. Well, let's talk to the Oompa Loompa over here. You want to do Loompa Loompa here?
Yeah.
Okay. That works out.
Oh, hello there, Momo, was it? Yustola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off towards eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident.
A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amajah do not have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek?
We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could.
Who was reading Thancred? I think you were, weren't you?
I'll read him. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I came bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all.
Thancred, wherever have you been off to?
I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amajah friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends and the brass blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of Samas. the blades were calling in one of the greatest we're calling in one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found.
Is that? Oh, right.
Oh, is that
Right.
so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to assume our search, to resume our search elsewhere. We shall reassess our options as well. Come with us, Momo.
Somos is a drug.
Yeah.
If you take too much of it, it'll put you in an almost unwakeable sleep.
Yep. Against all expectations, it would seem the Amaja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes, but all indications have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
Oh, voiced.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
It's good to have heard her so I kind of know how to deal with it.
Okay, it's 9:52.
Yeah. So you want to just go and just hit right at 10.
This is probably just let's see. A final temptation. Do this last one?
Yeah, let's do this last one.
Okay. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, we want for a better suggestion. I say we try picking Fufu Lupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may find something of use nestled away within it.
is.
Oh, but it is good to see you return. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind?
Calm yourself, Falupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak?
I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own rank, in our own midst. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well founded. Fufulupa.
Indeed, it is for reasons of security the concern declined to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location. Their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed.
But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation?
Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Makote miner, traveling without escort as to not to attract undue attention.
But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed. And this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerlake? I find a fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Momo? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Ahem, forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement.
Where is this at? Ah, there it is. Time to offer encouragement. Standing watch.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I know. It didn't automatically show up on our thing. It's just the Chookaboo acting up was the only thing that gave me a clue is, wow, they're way over there. Okay. Wait a minute. There we go. Well, that's a different look. I'm talking to you, Stola.
Yeah.
Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed.
A gang of sea-wolf thieves in Thanaland, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything.
Sea-wolves. All of them?
Aye, all with the same taste. All with the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering.
Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make.
To Horizon, then. Fufulupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves.
This group is a band of serpent reavers from Leminson area. That's why it's surprising to them that they're way over here. And it's 10. Let's finish this last little bit up here, and then we'll stop at this when this quest is done.
Alrighty then.
This will finish us off for tonight.
On behalf of the brass blades of the rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of... the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... How did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the sumus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No. But he was quite strong, a sea-wolf. Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes? She's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. It's awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Aw.
Alright, that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Okay. Yeah. The
We're in
Mother
town.
of Exiles.
Yep, that's a long story bit there that's going to be introduced. That's a good starting point for tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Actually, we take the weekend off.
Oh, right.
Remember.
Today's Friday.
Yep,
So
today's Friday.
we Saturday and Sunday we don't do streams, and then we'll start again Monday.
Yep.
Got to do these weekly.
Yep.
right.
Alright, folks. So that ends our first week of streaming and everything Seems to have been going smoothly today. That is surprising.
For better nights.
Yeah, it's actually been working. Yep, got full green bars. I didn't see it go. At the very beginning there, it was going into the red and then yellow, but now it's all green. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will be back on Monday with more Final Fantasy XIV, continuing this adventure with Dave watching, getting a recap of the story that he, to recap it for him, going through Heaven's Word, Stormblood, and then doing the expansions that he missed, that he hasn't been able to play. So, for those who, there was no one in chat, but I think some people might have been watching. But
There were a few.
Those who were watching and those who may watch later, thanks for watching, and we will see you on Monday.
Good night.
See you in the night, Dave.
Night, Dave.
Good night, and have a good weekend.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.